Right, let's have a look. Are we there? There we go. I think we're working. Marvellous. Evening all. Let's see. Oh, look, you're all busy. Excellent. Evening Paul, Gary, Peter, Dougie. Excellent. I needn't be here. I'll just leave it all to yourselves. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. Evening everyone, evening Paul. Do you hold one of those open days every year? Definitely have another one next year. Excellent. Hopefully we'll be finished the DVD by then. Yes, I know, everybody. Not looked to be looking forward to seeing you. Evening everyone. Hi Steve. Evening all. Everyone got their cash ready for Sunday. Hopefully there's lots of nice stuff to buy. Super. So yes, hopefully you've all had a good look at the catalogue by now. That what's there now is what's there, basically. I've done two early videos for most of the machines, the ones I could get on the turntable. Obviously the big floor standing things are too big to lift up to do. If there's any more descriptions anybody needs of anything, then let me know and I will update them accordingly, etc. Yeah, so the plan is on Sunday we'll do the spare parts starting at 10 o'clock. For as long as that lasts, as 170 lots is or something like that. I can't remember now without looking. I suppose I could look, couldn't I? That would help. What do they got to? Page 2, page 3. 120. Let's have a look. 179. Oh, I see it's up. So 179 lots. So yeah, a couple of hours. So hopefully we'll be doing, from 10 o'clock we've done the spares by 12 o'clock. Then a bit of a tea break, and then we'll start on the vintage amusement stuff at 1 o'clock. And there's 100 and how many lots of those is there? That goes from 300 to 415. So yeah, only 100 odd lots. So again, we'll be done by 2:30 probably, hopefully. So that's the plan. Paul says Easter DVD release just got the year wrong. Yes, there's just been yes, so many things have been happening. It's been a bit crazy, but we will get there. Yeah, but yes, I haven't forgotten. It's still on my to-do list. Now, somebody asked today about the spare parts where there's lots of similar items. Will I be doing an option on them? And I won't with the spares, and the reason is I know lots of people need bits for their machines, and it's kind of not fair if I do, in trigger front plate, if I do that with the option and someone buys the whole lot and no one else gets a chance to buy them then. So no, I won't. It's a short. We will sell each one individually. I think the arrows somebody will be looking at, and again, there's like the arrows, there's 4 different types actually. So anyway, left and right ones, and there's cast ones and press ones depending on what type of machine you've got. So yeah, might be slightly boring, but these bits don't come up very often. Just because we've got a big batch of them, they're not, we've made them look common, and they're not, as you all know. They're hard things to find. So we will do them separately. Obviously you can leave bids if you can't bother to sit through it all, and hopefully all the bits will go to good homes, and that will help people get a lot of projects finished off that have probably been sat in the shed for years waiting for it to get an all-in handle or a ball flicker or something. Evening Peter, are the spares no reserve? Yes, they are, within reason. I mean, I'm not going to sell something that's obviously, for like £1. I'll just put them in next time. So I'll use my discretion, but essentially they are no reserve, yes. An all-in ball hammer well, I think basically every lot has got to be worth a fiver. If you don't want to pay a fiver for it, you probably can't have it. I'll just save it till next time till someone does want to pay a fiver. But yeah, there's no reserves essentially. In my opinion, any bit, if you've got a £1,000 machine and it needs a part, any bit has got to be worth a fiver, hasn't it? So, and I dread to think what it costs to get these bits made these days. If you can find anybody to make bits and then get them chromed, if you can find a chrome plater that will actually do the job. There's not many left, as we all know. So bear all that in mind. Yeah, and then the other load of bits will be in the November sale, where there's more bandit bits and what else was there? Was some crane tops, some cast feet. Can't think what it was now. But yeah, there's some more locks as well. Will be in the next sale. Different ones. Again, locks don't turn up very often, as we all know, especially these little Albany type ones. I'll put all the measurements on those. If you click on them, you'll see they've got the barrel widths and lengths, so you can double check those. Looking for a specific one to fit in your machine. So yeah, and we'll see how that goes. See, hopefully they'll make decent money. Machine-wise, is there anything else? I'm just trying to think if I was scrolling down. Anybody asked me anything on machines? There's a picture now of the inside of the this one. I don't think I've uploaded it onto here yet. I will do. Because when the machine arrived, the chap left the keys at home, unfortunately, which he posted me. I've now got the keys, so I just need to update the listing on the website. You'll see it's got the picture of the inside. I just haven't uploaded that picture to YouTube yet. Not to YouTube, to Easy Live. What machine was I looking at? The Golden Falls. The cherry one. I don't actually know what a proper name for this one is. I need to find out. But yeah, so there's an inside picture now. So you see it's got an escalator. It's on Old Penny. It's got cash box. It's got back door, and now it's got the keys as well. Let's just scroll the video around, get a bit of that. You see it's got a proper back door on it as well. Pete says great selection of wall machines. Yeah, there is a nice, good assortment actually. I've just rearranged them today actually, so I've got a nice long line of all the Ollie Wales machines all together. I might have to do a quick video clip because they do look quite good all together. But yeah, you've got stuff fully restored. A couple of them are fully restored. A couple of sort of untouched as found, like a couple of those Rare Wonders machines. And then you've got they've got 4 semi-restored, where someone's done half the work. And then you put them back together again. So yeah, hopefully there's something for everyone really. And yeah, a few that don't turn up every day, like the Parkers, like the 12-win Parker one. That's quite a rare one. The Wonders 4 and the Wonders Winning Mystery, again, they don't turn up very often at all. Yeah. So hopefully there's a bit of something for everyone. Most of the Allwins are no reserve. This line here, as it happen to be on the screen at the minute, that line, they're all no reserve. I think these ones are as well, these half-done ones. And the few that have got reserves on, they're low, so they'll all sell. Which is what we like. We like to get everything sold if possible. And what else have we got? Fairgroundy wise, there were some signs and bits and bobs. These are quite nice, these Vicky Postlethwaite ones. A couple of nice name plates. Ex-Carters. A couple of Rockets Ex-Carters. They're quite good. These heads on the horse, I could do with getting rid of these. Don't know why the horse, we've had that a couple of times. I'm sure it will sell this time because it's a nice thing. It's just I think the body being black doesn't help it. It's quite well carved. It's carved all the way around as well. It's a good solid lump. But probably benefit from either painting a different colour or even just strip it back to the wood. But anyway, hopefully we'll get that gone out of the way. There's a very useful stand, nice, a couple of nice penny arcade signs. This tower light thing I did a little video of. This will play. Let's mute it, or the sound might come through. Just to show you the lights flashing. There's a little remote control so you can change the speed of the lights flashing. Which is not very easy to video because I had to sort of video it in the dark. But, I just did 2 or 3 different modes. Like you can have like a slow changing mode, or fast flashy, or slow flashy, or different static colours or whatever. But yeah, good in your arcade rooms. Quite a big thing. It's 4 foot high. There's a video of the pinball machine playing. It was just one the vendor took on their phone before they sent it down to me, so hence it's upright rather than, it's portrait rather than landscape, unfortunately, but at least you can see it running. It's in pretty nice condition actually, plays nicely. As you can see there, good bit of kick in the kickers and flippers. So hopefully that will do all right. Yeah, there we are. Any questions of anybody? Anybody questions, comments, whatever? Anybody need to know anything? If you haven't registered yet, just click on the blue button there or any one of the links and register. You need to register for an account to Easy Live. If you haven't, in the top corner of the Easy Live is create an account. If you haven't already got one, that's separate to your ColdCon account. Once you've got an account at Easy Live, you can bid on any of the auctions on Easy Live, not just ours. So you just need one account for any auctioneer that's on Easy Live platform. But do that tonight or tomorrow, because if there's any glitch, if there's any problem for you signing up, there's nothing I can do about it because that's Easy Live's system. So if you have a problem, last time a couple of people had a problem with it not recognizing their card to authenticate them or something. And if you leave it to the last minute, then you can't get registered and then you can't bid. So do it tonight or tomorrow at the latest, and then you know you're done then and you're ready to go. You only need to do it once you're registered once. Once you've created an account once, I should say, then it's easy to register. You just click the buttons. A couple of people said, oh, do we have to register twice? No, if you look carefully, it's my fault for putting 2 up at once. But Sunday's auction is in 2 parts, which is this one. The other one on the Easy Live is for the 27th of November sale. So you can register that one now, but you don't need to yet. So as I say, what we'll do is we'll start at 10 o'clock, we'll do the spares for as long as that takes, and I'll just pause the auction, go and have a cup of tea, and start back at 1 o'clock. So you're not wondering when the second half is going to start. It will start at 1 o'clock. Doug says the wall machines that need putting back together, are all the parts there? As far as I can see, yes. If you look in the photographs, you'll see I've done quite a few photographs of the mechs laid out. That particular one, hinges, coin slot, etc. And also the inside of the door, showing you the hammer, the spring, etc. There might be the odd screw or bolt, whatever, but the actual parts, as far as I can see, were all there. The most disassembled one is the Parker's one, because that needs the actual playfield plywood. You'll see is a completely riddled with worms. It's almost fallen, crumbled into nothing. So it needs new plywood. So all the bits are taken off it, front and back. So that took a bit of time to figure out which bits went with what and lay it all out. But again, as far as I could see, I think everything is there. You've got your 2 bits of the coin slot, you've got your trigger, you've got the the ball release, the little cogwheel ball release thingy, the payout and the chutes, your main lever, payout trip, the chute from the penny to the payout cup. Again, the cabinet's got all the fittings on it. Oh, that's the one we just looked at, isn't it? That's the one I want to look at. You see it's got his hammer, and his brackets, it's got his spring, etc. And playfield side, the track's all loose. That's why maybe if it doesn't look like it's in the right place, it's all bits are loose. The actual playfield, the plastic, was in pretty good nick, as you can see. It's flat, it's not all wrinkled. He's got his hammer cover, so that will make a really nice machine. The cabinet is pretty good. Well, it's very good, as you can see. Tiny little bit of veneer flaking right on the very bottom there. But again, photograph both sides so you can have a good old look. Zoom into these pictures. It's got locks, keys. It's a day in the workshop job, isn't it? And you have a very, very nice machine. Pretty rare one as well. But if you do, have a good look at them. If you spot anything, if you think there's, has it, there's something that you can't see on the photograph, then by all means send me a message and just ask, has it got the whatever. But as far as I can see, the only thing you're likely to need is a few screws. The double 6 does need a back to the cabinet and a cash box door, but I've had put a note in the description there. What it needs, and the base is loose. So it just wants gluing on. Which is as far as the chap got restoring them, basically. The big machines, I think they work unless it says they don't, essentially, but hopefully all the descriptions are good. Again, if there's anything extra you need to know, ask. As I say, the video table doesn't do anything when you plug it in, so it's most likely the power supply, because it's not humming or anything at all. But I can't see anything obviously missing. There's no sort of loose wires or big gaps where it looks like there should be something. And the actual cabinet's in pretty good nick, really. The mic is quite good on it, or very good. But a lot of people just chuck all the gubbins out and put PCs in them, don't they, and turn them into MAME type machines. The Turf Champs, that's a full resto job. But lovely looking thing, nice playfield. Or turn it into a coffee table. That's what happens to a lot of them. Which is kind of a shame, because it's quite a rare machine. But yeah, there we are. So get this sale out of the way. We're cracking on with the November the 27th sale, amusement sale, and the 23rd of October horror sale, which is kind of the priority to crack on with next week, and get that catalogue done. And also working on a bit of house clearance pound type sale, because there's so much stuff here that's got to go. So I'm just at the minute looking on some temporary storage for that to sort it out, because the problem is just space to sort things out, to be honest. Yeah, as anyone who's been here will know, it's all a bit of a juggle, but we're getting there. Collections wise, next week I should be around Cambridge most of the week for collecting stuff, and then the weekend after the auction, as usual, I'll be in Leamington. I'm not sure which day yet, but one or other day. For anybody who wants to collect from Leamington, if that's easier for you. Then Alan is due on let's have a look. When is Alan due next? What are we on? I need to update this page. 21st to 23rd that weekend. yeah, those details are always here if you need them, under the question mark, and then shipping. I usually put a link in the emails as well, and on the bottom of the invoices. So if you need a price, give Alan a shout. And don't forget also you can send stuff back the other way. So if he's dropping a machine off to you, or sign, or something that you bought, you've got something to send back for the next auction. He's here every 2 weeks basically. So again, that makes it a little bit cheaper for you if you're doing, you know, if you can collect something while he's dropping off for you, to send back for the next auction. So that's always a good idea. Yeah, other than that, we're sort of pretty much good to go, really. Any questions? Anybody got any questions or comments? Let me know. Then Sunday night after the auction, as usual, we'll do a bit of a roundup, have a look at some of the prices achieved, and if I find the time, I'll do some more archive pictures, which I haven't done any lately. Just haven't had any time. Working crazy hours. But there's a big stack here. Photographs. Look, I've got all these to do. Huge stack. Well, I don't know, 100 or something photographs there probably. But yeah, time. My biggest enemy always is time. There we are. Right, well, if there's no questions from anybody, nobody needs to know anything, then I will probably call that an evening and go and get something to eat, because I'm starving hungry. In the meantime, if you need to know anything, ping me a message or an email or something, and yeah, we'll hopefully see some of you 10 o'clock Sunday. Peter says Carters have extended their stay in Reading for the half term. That's good, yeah. Hopefully I'll catch them before they close for the, well, close forever basically. Yeah, again, it's finding time, but yeah, we should all make the effort to go and see it the one last time while it's travelling. So we'll have to try and get that organised. Yeah, they've been having quite a good year, but maybe it's because they're closing down. It's like when a well-known pop star, isn't it, and has their final farewell tour. They always sell out because everyone goes because it's the last chance to see. So I guess that's the same kind of phenomenon, really. There we are. Right, I think that's it. My tea's getting cold. What's left of it? So it must be time to sign off. So we'll catch you all hopefully Sunday morning, 10 o'clock for some spare parts. If not, 1 o'clock for some machines and some fairground signs and bits and bobs. And if you really insist you don't need to buy anything, which I can't believe that that's the case, but anyway, then Sunday night, 8:05 as usual. And we'll go through and have a look at what stuff made. Chew the cud, as it were. See what we thought was too cheap, what was too expensive, and what was about right. Because there's always one or two surprises, isn't there, both ways usually. Yeah. Rightio. So I think that's it from me. I shall sign off. I shall just stick a little note in here. Next video, Sunday night. Oops. After auction, to chat about prices achieved. Can't spell. Achieved. There we go. Shove that in there. Marvellous. That's it. Right, that's all for me. Over and out, and I'll catch you Sunday. Night to night.